Hey there, athletic motion golfers. Sean Webb here, coming to you with another episode of AMG Mythbusters. Today we're going to talk about a topic that gets thrown around a lot, especially with driving the ball. We're going to talk about getting behind the ball on the backswing or loading up or getting behind it. And most of the time when you hear golfers talk about that, or teachers, they talk about setting up with an excessive amount of spine tilt to the right. So instead of this 90 degrees here with this virtual spine, you would see maybe 10 degrees of tilt to the right, and their idea is that you need to preset that in there and keep it all the way through the swing. So this here, this is a PGA Tour player, probably one of the greatest drivers of the golf ball of all time. And time and time again, we see it with these good players. They just set up fairly straight with their upper body. They're not leaning behind it. They're already behind the ball because the ball is forward in their stance. So their center of mass is behind the ball already. So this idea of tilting way behind it and then keeping it there, it just is unnecessary and actually is a disadvantage as far as power is concerned. And I'll show you why in a second. But I'm going to run this golfer back, and what we're seeing in a lot of these players, instead of tilting to the right, they actually get this virtual spine angle here, which is kind of between their tailbone and the top of their neck. They actually tilt it to the left a little. And there's a window there that we see with good players. This is definitely inside of it. He's 80 degrees or so, so he's tilted a little bit to the left with his upper body, and you see his right hip kind of go to the right a little. At the top of the swing. So he's the opposite of this tilted spine to the right here at this point in the swing. And what happens here as he starts down is, which creates this advantage, is that when his hands get into this kind of chest high spot, he's still got his spine fairly vertical. Now from this point, you're going to start seeing him add a lot of tilt, and this is the right time to do it. The reason being, now that he's oriented his upper body kind of between his legs, he can push up really hard with his left side and add a lot of kind of vertical force into the ground, which can increase clubhead speed through the ball. So if he was tilted way back over in this direction with his upper body and he kept it there throughout the swing, he wouldn't be able to add as much push with his left side because it would actually tip him over too much. So again, let go of this idea. You need to tilt behind the ball and kind of maintain this secondary axis tilt through the entire swing. It just doesn't happen like that in most of these high-end players, and hope that clears it up, and so you can set up a lot more natural and create some more clubhead speed instead of having this kind of artificially behind the ball set up and swing. Hope that helps you out. Thank you.